think we're going to have Coach Mason from SMU on, but we're working on getting one of his assistant coaches on. And it looks like we have been joined by offensive coordinator Dan Morrison from SMU. So, Coach, thank you for joining us on our call today. SMU is 0-7 overall, 0-3 in the American Athletic Conference. SMU was in action this past Saturday against Memphis. Memphis won the game 48-10. SMU with an open week this week. Their next game will be the November 8th game at Tulsa. And again, as we announced, the start time for that game will be now noon Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Central Time. Will be televised on CBS Sports Network. Coach Morrison, thank you again for joining us on the call. If you would take a minute to tie up the game against Memphis, and then tell us your plans for the open week as you get ready for the November 8th game against Tulsa, please.
Yeah, well, we're obviously just trying to work with this group there. We're trying to kind of establish an identity for these kids. They've been through so much, and so much adversity, so much change, and we're trying to make sure that they feel comfortable with where we're headed for Tulsa. We take the week off, and we finish up with 5 straight games, and hoping to steal a win in there somewhere, and try to make this as good an experience for these kids as possible.
Okay, we'll take questions for Coach Dan Morrison. Please star 1 on your telephone to join the queue, and then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll go to Dan Tortora, Dan Tortora, Broadcast Media.
Hi, Coach. How you doing today?
We're doing okay. How you doing?
Doing all right. Just wanted to talk to you, about the offensive side of the ball and where some of those struggles are coming to really get to where you need to get to in this season. That's been kind of tough on the guys, like you had talked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. Well, some of it is that you got 2 seniors on the offense, and they're very young, and there's a lot of inexperience in there, and they're trying to get better every week, and we're trying not to venture too far from where we were with June, because that would be even more problematic for them to have to deal with that, in addition to all the other inside things they're dealing with. So the main thing is trying to find some consistency. We're moving the ball. We just aren't able. We're doing something we haven't done in a long, long time. I don't ever remember being with this particular offense where virtually all of our scores have been 12-play drive, 15-play drives, 13-play drives, and one was even a 19-play drive. So we're not an explosive offense that we've been in the past. We're more of a short passing game. Run the ball a little bit, and when you do that with an inexperienced team, you have to be really good, because you can't make any mistakes along the way. We've had probably 2 or 3 touchdowns where we've had 2 or 3 fourth down conversions inside that long drive too. So they're trying to just get more consistent and trying to understand who they are, which is a kind of a controlled, not necessarily running game at all, but it's just a controlled offense that's trying to work its way down the field and get in the end zone.
And then, as far as something that Tom Mason had said before, that there is a hunt for coaches, and that he said that he understands that coaches under him may be looking elsewhere. How is the environment with you being one of the coaches on the staff? I mean, is it hey, we want to be here? Is it we're looking for the future while we're doing this? I mean, how is the environment, because it's so unique in your situation?
Well, it is, and it always varies as to the youth and the age of the group. And me personally, I was looking to probably retire after this year with June, and so I'm probably headed in that direction. I'd been with June for 16 years, and it's nothing that these coaches are used to not doing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But there are, the coaches have handled it very well. There's some young coaches here that know they've got to, have one eye out and one ear out for things that are going to be happening for them. But basically, everybody has kind of stayed in with the kids, because everybody feels for these kids. They've been through so much, and both with their schedule, and then when June departing after the second game, and he was a singular voice at the front of the room, and a very, very strong singular voice. And now they've got all different voices. The practices have changed, and they've had some key injuries, and it's just one of those years for these poor kids. And all of us have a lot of empathy for them right now. So we're trying to invest our time into trying to make their experience as good as possible and try to get them better so they can experience some good things in this season as well as all the difficult things.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
You bet.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Dan Morrison, please? Hey, Coach, well, thank you for pinch hitting for us today, and look forward to. I hope you enjoy the bye week, and look forward to speaking with Coach Mason again next Monday.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and again.
Okay.